All right. Ric Flair news. Ric Flair seems to be on the road to recovery, and he immediately fires his manager once he's better.
Did the manager put them in there? I love Rick, man. He's always been so good to me. So Charlotte, I've always gotten along with really well, and even though everyone thinks that the Snapchat was real, supposedly, of that whole deal way back when, but I'm glad he's doing all right. He's always man. That guy's survived everything. I feel like.
Right? I just think it's hilarious that he gets to a point where his health is decent and he fires his agency and gets a new manager.
He needs bookings now. I mean, that's hospital bills are expensive though. That's insurance or not. That shit adds up. But was there anything that came out why he fired them? Like, what was what were the issues over?
I don't think there was any information released, or at least our reporters were not privy to that information. It doesn't say here, but I mean, I dealt with his agency before. They seem to be on the up and up, and they did a decent job. Actually, I'll put this little tidbit in here because I told this story actually this week to Colt and our buddy Chris Gethard and Lauren. We all went to eat on Sunday. So I booked Flair once. It was actually last September, so last year, this month. And in his contract, there's a certain stipulation. It says that wherever he signs, you have to put up a TV with his DVD playing on loop.
Okay.
So when I heard that, I went, well, why is that a thing? And I thought, like, why would you think that by his signing, we would need a DVD with his matches playing? Like, at first I thought, I don't know if you thought the same thing, it gives a bigger presentation, maybe.
It helps. I've had that where places have done that where they have like a loop of your something playing. It just looks, it's for people in line to kind of have something to kind of fill the time when they're not on their phones.
So, but and that's what I thought too. So I set up the thing. I put on his DVD of his matches going, and when he walks in, I noticed that he was in a decent mood, but when he saw himself on the screen, he lit up like a Christmas tree, and he was like, oh, this match here. And like, I went, oh my God, that's what it is. It puts him in a good mood. And he starts talking about all the matches, and like, he can sit there for 3 hours and like a new match will come up and he'll just be like, oh, well, this time. And like, he enjoys it.
Whole new set of memories for every match that pops up.
Pretty much. And like,
that's incredible.
I was like, whoa. When I saw that, I was like, oh shit, that's why. I'm like, thank God I got this TV going. Cause, and he, the whole time when something new would pop up, like he was awesome. But like, if there was quiet, he'd watch the TV, like, oh, okay, this is from this. And I remember this. And it was almost hypnotic. That was the reason for it. It put him in a good mood.
Man, I was going to tell you that every time with Rick, he always put over my body in my matches whenever I would see him. And then I just was sitting here thinking, I'm like, well, he is the greatest worker of all time, or considered. And but he carries that with him at all time. He knows how to like, oh, the big guy in shape, he probably wants to hear how good he looks, and I'll compliment his matches. Every wrestler wants you to compliment. Those are two things every wrestler would fucking want. And I was like, oh, fuck, man, he got me. No, I'm glad he's doing it. Legitimately, no, it wasn't a lot. It was always at really cool times, and I always appreciated his feedback. So I'm happy for him.